I'm still going to protest. I want DC BAFs on there too.
No, that needs to be a different list. It's in the reread the Facebook message I sent you.
Where's effort?
It's in the title of my video that's playing. It says Marvel Legends. I put it in the title.
For those who don't know, we're doing the top 10 of BAFs tonight.
Yeah. And I said Marvel Legends. That's what I said. I said, hey, we should do a top 10 Marvel Legends. Or
top 10
or whatever.
The figure.
That's because you don't have enough DC BAFs.
Oh, no, I don't have. I don't know that I have any. Well, no, I'm not even picking, I'm just picking, not all the ones that are on my list I have. So, I mean, we could easily do a top 10 DC. It's just, because I'm not, I think out of my top 10, I only have half of them. So, I'm not going by what I have. I'm just going by, what I think are the best Build-A-Figures. So,
I did get something in the mail today. I got the rocket trailer.
Ooh. Open it up. You put it on camera, you have to open it.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm doing.
I mean, I don't know when that happened, but I'm just saying it. So
it's a new rule now. It's like, I can't use DC BAFs. That's what, even though I like a lot of them more than my Marvel ones.
You gotta spread it out, man. You don't just do one BAF for everything. I mean, one for Marvel, one for DC. I don't know who else does BAFs nowadays.
This sounds rigged now.
It's not like I said Marvel. I wasn't hiding it.
Well, Facebook did. It's like it turned on a stupid encryption thing, and I couldn't read my messages. I've had to figure out to turn that crap off.
Yeah,
we're checking your messages. We're going to encrypt them all for you. No, yeah. I don't want that.
Mine did that crap a while back. I don't remember how I turned it off. It was ridiculous. Anyway, what's up?
You go in the settings and you got to disable all that crap and we've updated Messenger. No, it's more secure. I'm just talking to people I know. I don't need you to do that for me.
What's up, chat around the world? How's everybody doing out there? I see Sith for Life and Name Withheld. The only one speaking so far. It's okay. It's all right.
So there's some assembly required. I think there's instructions in the book in there somewhere, but we don't need no stinking instructions.
No. Unless it's a transformer, and then you need some instructions, because that shit's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. I don't know how they expect normal people to do that shit. You gotta be, I guess you just have to be used to Transformers, which I'm not. And then you just kind of know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of like, oh, this, I think it goes like this and this and this. But if you don't collect Transformers and you're like, here, just transform this thing. It's like, I don't fucking know how to do that. What the hell are you talking about? It's ridiculous.
That's in the same territory as the Vamp. Are they the same size? I think they're the same size.
Oh, good. You got spare wheels.
Actually, they're different colors, so you could actually... You bought two of these, you could change out the wheels on your Vamp. Yep, they're the exact same wheels. So if you bought two of the missile trucks, you could actually change out your wheel colors on your Vamp.
Oh, nice. Well, I got this.
Oh, nice.
I went on clearance at Target. I got the 2-pack for $22, I think, for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
At my Target. I don't know, the figure's fine. It's okay. It ain't great. It's a pretty standard figure, but the missile rocket robot drone, whatever the hell this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. You can actually, if you got some alternate heads, I got the triple bubbles, so they come with alternate heads.
Yeah.
So I stuck when I bought an extra one of those on the guy to change out one of the triple bubble heads. That way I can keep building. Is somebody looking to the stream? Guess I can hear my voice.
Is there an echo? What is that? Yeah, I hear something. I do hear something. I don't know where that's coming from.
Quinn's muted, so it's not coming from there.
I was about to say, it's not me, guys.
Yeah, I hear like the stream playing in the background. Somebody did it. Somebody done did it.
I don't think I did it.
I did get something new. I've been wanting to pick this up for a while here, and I finally picked him up. And I don't know how many people collect these things. ZD Toys. I've got a few of them. They're really nice. But I got the new Gamerverse, the ZD Toys Gamerverse Thor.
Oh, I remember you ordered that.
Yeah. And it is awesome. So ZD Toys technically does 7-inch scale stuff. But the thing about it is, for Thor, that totally works. He's legit the exact same size as that 80th anniversary Thor that we've already gotten. And he is awesome. And he comes with a ton of he comes with some cool accessories. He comes with a hammer and base and spare hands and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, nice. Sorry for the noise.
And the figure's great. You can pull the whatever cape thing off of him. And yeah, he's like I said, he's right about the same size as this dude. They're both roughly the same height, which is both, I think they're just both a hair over 7 inches tall because Thor's a big dude. And it is a nice figure, man. And he's got all the little tattoos and stuff all over him, all his arms. Nice sculpt, nice paint.
Oh, we lost
JB. And he's actually got he's got a drop down torso too. So you can actually get him, like, you can pull him up. It's got an extra notch up. So if you want to get him curled over more or curled back more, and then it snaps back down.
That's clever.
It's got 2 sections on there on that torso piece. It's a nice figure. I picked this one up. What did I pay for this? I think it was about $28, give or take. It was about $28 with free shipping. I had to order it from China. But for those that don't know what ZD Toys are, they're the company that has the official license for Marvel stuff in China. So they're like the Hasbro of China. So the stuff they make is officially licensed Marvel products, but they tend to make crazier designs and stuff. And they started out doing a lot of Iron Man movie designs. So they've got, like, I think this is the Mark 6.
Oh yeah,
is gorgeous. The paint work on these things is amazing. It looks really nice. And then I've got the, what is this one? The Mark 5? I think this one's the Mark 5. Is that the suitcase one? Is the Mark 5?
Yes,
that is the Mark 5. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've got this War Machine, which is way better than Marvel Legends.
That is nice.
Really, really nice.
I don't know if you guys like Star-Lord, but this is on Walmart.com for, I think, $5.
Yep.
Star-Lord.
Yep.
I mean, first appearance Star-Lord, but hey, $5, not bad.
yeah. That's. I wish they were that cheap. And I bought some extra. I bought them when they were like $12, I think, for fodder. And now they're even cheaper. That's all you got. Restocks, man.
What's that?
That's all you got. A bunch of stuff in the shop.
I got some restocks and a drop shipment today. Nothing major, just some X-Men 97, some biker mice. Well, just one biker mice.
How much are there your biker mice?
What's that?
How much are your biker mice?
Well, he's already gone. I think he was 39. Yeah, 9.
You hate me.
Oh, damn it! And
Because I think that one was for me.
Jesus Christ! Let me see if I can order some more. Hold on.
It's
We'll
all
see.
right.
I keep forgetting about. I am so sorry, man. I'm a horrible friend.
And ZD does some cool stuff with their articulation. They've got they've got their, like, this is on a hinge and a bar, so it comes out and then closes back in, and then even their shoulders are on kind of a drop hinge, so you can actually pop the shoulder out one section to get better articulation, and then pop it back in depending on what position you're going to get your guys in. I'm just throwing it out there. If you've never tried any ZD Toys stuff, I will say it's a little more expensive than Marvel Legends or anything because of the fact that it all comes from China, so you have to have it imported. So average price is like $30 to $40 for a figure.
But you
So
get
it's right in that, it's in that NECA range. You know, it's not Marvel Legends prices. It's like NECA prices. But
Look, JD's got a new one.
nice.
Just in time for May the 4th.
It's the wife's little Yorkie. It likes to sit with me. I don't know why. It just does.
Jared, I got those on order for you, so hopefully they'll get fulfilled.
You go fall asleep, Mines?
I'll try not to forget you this
You go
time.
fall asleep.
My
Tell you
God.
what I can do. I can do this.
I'll just
Look at
never
this.
have biker mice.
There you go. Look it down.
All right, anyway.
I think if I got it all together now.
I got this in, but I ordered this for myself.
Nice.
Dude, I saw somebody do a custom tick action figure out of what's that McFarlane what's the name of that fucking anime? My Hero Academia. You know that McFarlane My Hero Academia figure? Is that all? I've never watched any of those.
All Might.
Yeah, I
Almighty.
guess. Yeah, I said yes the first 15 times y'all said it. Jesus Christ.
We all said it.
Anyway, somebody did. I saw something. There's a video. Somebody made a tick figure out of that. Did a head swap and did a custom head for it. But like, did that, dude? It looked awesome as the tick. It was like the perfect body sculpt for the tick. I can't remember the name of the channel. I'm sorry, whoever put that shit out there. I watched your video like yesterday, and it was awesome. And I wish I could remember who you are, but I don't.
You get a big boa already, Matt?
Yes, I have Big Boa. Yeah, I found it at Target.
Yeah, I just got him in today.
Yeah, I found him at Target. Like,
I see how it is. Ask Matt if he needs anything. Just sell what you order.
The guilt trip. Oh my God. For
he
you,
just
my
was
mother
bad
knows
because he
better.
bullies me into buying shit.
Well, I'm making you a space ghost, and you want one with snake eyes, and sell the figure you order for me.
Yeah. I'm a horrible person.
And
Let's see.
here's the trooper you get with the rocket launcher.
Right. Ooh, excuse me.
Looks like it's the same Techno Viper for the instead of purple. He's
Gray and red. And a little black.
yep.
Did you watch the Transformers?
All right. Anyway. All right, so where were we? We haven't really talked about anything important at all in the first 15 minutes of this chat.
No, we're just out there talking about stuff we got, and us putting together a toy.
Well, here, I guess before we start, I'll show off mine. I got this on sale at Walmart.
Nice.
Retro Party Gung Ho. Let's
How much was
see.
he? How much was he?
Like $15. 15 bucks, I think.
A bunch of stuff on clearance.
Yeah. I got this
They're getting ready for the reset, man.
Return of the Jedi Han Solo. I got some. Let's see. Then my wife, she bought this for me. Hulk Hogan in full black. Biker Hogan.
Biker Hogan from Mars.
Yeah.
Might as well be.
Let's see. Then I
That
got
was,
this.
that was Suburban Commando.
Yeah,
my
Suburban
God.
Commando. That's what I was thinking of.
Give him some G.I. Joe armor. You can make a Suburban Commando.
I'm going to put some spare. I got some spare G.I. Joe armor I'm going to put on him. Then I got this Infinity Saga Black Widow.
Nice.
Picked that up at Walmart. And then I found this. I told my wife I was not going to get no more of these unless I find them in store. And I found this.
Yeah, I got those on order.
Oh, wait, what'd you find there?
Yeah, it just it cuts out. I don't know why.
I don't know what's going to happen there.
That's all that I got.
Those McFarlane figures have a chip in there that distort video. I just thought
Yeah,
I'd let you know.
I think they do. Yeah, but
I did order some knockoffs from AliExpress. I got a couple of Monster Venoms.
Nice.
Ooh.
They're pretty good quality. And what's going to be handy for customizing, the torsos are not glued together, so you can actually fully disassemble the upper torso. You can actually take the neck piece out and do full prep on it.
well, that's
And
because the original figure was like that.
well, I'm talking about when you take the back piece comes off separate.
Yeah, I
I'm talking
know.
about the
The torso
internal.
was in two pieces on that Monster Venom.
Right, I mean, the internal parts, you can actually take it fully apart.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, cool.
And none of these tendrils are glued in. You can actually take these out too.
Oh, that's cool.
But you get the back piece back off.
Get his shirt.
All right. So, we ready for our top 10 Build-A-Figures? Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures? Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures. I want to reiterate that because I thought I was clear the first time, but apparently I wasn't. So
He's just asking to be banned, isn't he?
just
We're going to show up to your house, drag you outside.
oh shit! What happened? They left.
Hey, I don't know why you're doing that to me. That's him. Right?
Oh, it ain't a Build-A-Figure. It ain't a Build-A-Figure.
Well, I'm talking about this internal piece here is not glued together.
Yeah, I know
So
you
you
said
can actually
Marvel
pop
Legends.
this
I was.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
I
That's
got
cool.
I got your very
That'll make
specific on Marvel
parking a lot
Legends.
easier, right?
I got some.
Why didn't anybody tell me my ass was this big?
Now, how old you got to be to remember that? I know 3 of us in here know exactly what that's from. JB,
Wait, what was the line?
why didn't anybody tell me my ass was that big?
Oh, Spaceballs.
Okay, thank you.
I knew what Spaceballs
You
is.
renewed
Come
my
on.
faith in the younger generation.
No, I what? No,
and
I had Spaceballs on VHS, and I watched that
Nice.
all the time.
The Legacy Series Silverbolt. Been looking forward to that one.
Those I'm waiting on.
Gears.
Damn, you already got that one?
They came in together.
Wow.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
Spaceballs.
I have all that stuff on order. I'm just waiting for it to come in.
And I ordered another knockoff San Diego SDC exclusive Hulk. San Diego Comic-Con. For some reason I could not say that for a second ago.
We got a local convention going on down here called South Texas Comic Con, celebrating its 10th anniversary. They got like 30 celebrities that showed up today.
Is that this weekend?
Started today. We'll be going on through Sunday. I'm going to go over there on Sunday to meet Gates McFadden from Star Trek Next Generation.
I've never been to that. I see it.
Oh, nice.
I know they do the South Texas Comic Con, and then the same company does the Anime Con.
Yeah. They have Anime Fest as well. A friend of mine owns that.
I've never been to one.
He also owns Anime Boom and Kaboom Comics.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been. I see him. I see him like
Man, I mean,
stuff on Facebook and stuff.
kudos to him. It's a good show. Definitely worth going.
Oh, that's a good deal there. Cool Ray said his Walmart had the Lady J's for $2, the retro credit ones.
Oh yeah, dude, those were going crazy cheap.
So wait a
I'd
minute.
buy them for $2 and just stock up them for generic female soldiers.
So
Yeah.
I need to ask Cool Ray, they paid you $2 to take those? But that'd be about the only way to get those out of the store.
The man that collects said in a recent Toy Hunt video showed a recent McFarlane Batman. I think the Batman Returns with freeze BAF scanned at $350 at Walmart.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they've been clearing out a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I know this Walmart here. Probably within the next week, they're going to be doing their toy reset. So they're going to shrink down the aisle a little bit and condense everything on one side. And then Target here, they're going to probably do theirs in about another 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens, what survives in the toy aisle.
How about
that's the rumor, right? Is that they're going to be cutting down their toy section.
They already started doing it. That's why you're not seeing anything at Ross and Ollie's, man, other than just remnants of stuff. Yeah. You're not seeing the large amount of stuff that we normally see after the holidays because we're already at the end of the 4th month. Usually you see a lot of that stuff in like late January, early February. It ain't happening. So, I mean, the rumors are true. Buy it when you see it at retail, my friends, because if not, you're going to be paying secondary market prices later. Don't try and play clearance chicken because you're not going to win.
Yep, they're reducing inventory because
more of a guaranteed sell-through at retail. That way, they don't have to clearance it out anymore.
Yep.
So if you see that figure you want, you best be pulling out your wallet to pay for it because if not, you're going to be paying secondary market prices, and I don't recommend that. I don't like paying secondary market prices. Actually, I refuse to do it.
Well, the long game, but nobody plays it, especially McFarlane collectors, which I don't get. But the long game is you wait past that first 4 to 6 month secondary market boom and wait till nobody wants anything, and then everybody on eBay starts selling stuff under retail. But for some reason, people don't do that, and they go pay $40-$50 a figure on eBay, and I don't know why the hell you would do that.
It's the I gotta have it now mentality.
I mean, people need to.
I've never understood that. People I
don't understand
when that whole debacle with the G.I. Joe classified. What's his name? The robotic arm.
Oh, Major Blood.
Major Blood. People paid thousands of dollars to get a Major Blood early.
Target exclusive. I had a friend in New York. And I was talking to him about it, and he's like, dude, they're like sitting on the shelves up here. I'm like, send me one. So he sent me one. I just paid him cost. He didn't even charge me shipping. That is a true friend right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's that FOMO mentality of just like, oh, if I don't get it at a ridiculous price, I'm going to miss out. Well, then you miss out. Like, who cares? Like, so?
I mean, they'll always make a new one.
Well, they just, to the point anymore, the manufacturers don't care if you get them. They just want to make them. They keep making like key characters exclusive to stores and stuff. Like with that
Black
Turtle
Widow.
Gray Skull stuff. They made Crane at Walmart exclusive, and all the scalper bots bought them in 5 seconds.
Well, look at Serpentor and the Air Chariot. Hasbro Pulse. Never saw one available for retail ordering, including Dr. Mindbender.
Mm-hmm.
We got maybe a couple restocks, but they were like very limited, sold out in less than an hour. They restock them at 2 a.m. So yeah, all the scalpers are going to be up for that stuff, not regular people like us.
Yep.
Or Black Widow.
Well, they can have these bots set up too that do purchasing, and they do that, and just as soon as it goes online, the bots go, and they're all gone.
Yep,
Or
I agree.
Or the Target exclusive Black Widow. I just thought about that one. That's another one that went
That's
out.
all heard on the shelf at the local one right before they quit carrying Marvel Legends, and I grabbed one, which very cool. Now let me see if I picked out 10 Marvel Legends. I've been bamboozled.
No, you weren't.
He said he has.
I was very clear up front.
Well, it just said BAF. I didn't see anything about Marvel Legends.
I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read it to you right now. I got it right here.
He's going to read it to you.
All right, which head should I put on the Black Widow body? Long hair or short?
Well, what look are you going for? Are you going for Winter Soldier or Avengers?
Either one.
Pictures of the Marvel Legend and DC figures, and didn't say anything.
Either one. I just want y'all's opinion. Which one looks better?
Because there's so many cool DC BAFs.
Here's my exact quote. We should do a top 5 or a tier list tomorrow night. Was thinking maybe we rank Marvel Legend Build-A-Figures by tier, or we could do our top 5. What do you think? Marvel Legend. Marvel Legend. That is word for word what I sent you.
I was going to say,
I think it's been an edited post.
I was going to say, if we did McFarlane, I've got more than that. I've got enough for McFarlane.
Let's see. Do I have 10?
With water or something.
At least
I came prepared and have my top 10 ready.
I don't like power.
My top 10 is ready to go.
I got Bill figures right behind me. I got the Super Scroll. And I got my Chode.
I've got 2. One's a Build-A-Figure, one is not.
I got those.
I
got plenty. I can come up with something else. Well, I already know, like, there's 2 on my list already.
Since I'm ready, I'm gonna do mine first.
All right,
go ahead.
So, all right, this is my top 10. I have probably half of these. The other half I don't have. So
that's cheap. I got all the ones on my list.
These are the 10 I think are the best Build-A-Figures in the order that I think they are the best. Some of y'all are going to get butthurt because some of them, no, you're going to be like, that doesn't deserve it, or it deserves to be number 1. I don't give a shit. It's my list. Shut up. All right, number 10, Sugar Man. Now, this is not a character I give a rat's ass about. However, it is a great figure. Okay? This is a great figure. They did a fantastic job with this. Whether you do or don't care about this dude, the figure itself is awesome and could only have been a Build-A-Figure. And that's one of the things I go by. Some of these Build-A-Figures that is just like a regular fucking character that they just wanted to piece out, like that stupid Jubilee or Rocket or or a Koye or this kind of crap. Those are stupid Build-A-Figures because that's just a regular figure.
Yep.
That's just dumb. Just dumb. This is lazy is what that is. This one's cool. I like it. That's my number 10. Number 9, Kingpin. Kingpin Build-A-Figure. I know I may be one of the few people that like this figure better than that retro card. I don't like that retro card release. I think he looks stupid in that fucking 1960s era with his cravat and all that shit around his neck. No, that's a slick looking Kingpin right there. That dude looks like he's going to wail on your ass. The dude with the crap around his neck that they redid this figure, which this figure came first, and they remade him to look more, either cartoon accurate from the 90s cartoon show or the way he looked back in the 1960s and 70s. It's fine, but it's not as good as this figure. This is a better figure. As my number 9, because it's a great Kingpin, and he's huge. Freaking huge. Number 8 is, of course, Galactus. He did not go higher on my list because while it is great, for who Galactus is supposed to be, it's not really a big enough figure, which is why the HasLab, I think, is a way better choice. But we're not talking about HasLabs. We're talking about Build-A-Figures. It's still one of the best Build-A-Figures ever. It's just for Galactus, 12-inch figure, it's fine. It's fine. But it's a great figure. I still love this figure. All right, number 7, Lizard. I don't know why this figure gets so much hate.
I like that figure.
It's a damn good figure.
Bunch of people, I've heard so many people trash this and say like that new retro's a better Lizard.
I hate the retro one.
No, it's not. This is without a doubt
the retro
best
one's more
Lizard
cartoon or comic book.
Yeah.
This one here, more realistic, more lizard-like. If you don't like it, then there's just no pleasing people, I swear.
This is the best Lizard figure we have ever gotten, period, end of story. Yep. It is awesome. It's an amazing lizard
Well,
figure.
he
It's better
looks
than
like a
anything
human
else
lizard.
that's ever been put out
Yep.
or has since. So I don't know, but I hear a lot of people get, oh, he looks too much like a dinosaur. It's the lizard. What is it? No, shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I love this figure. I know it's simple, but it's also elegant in how simple it is. This version of, like, I know the original Toy Biz version. Well, it's kind of a cool figure. It's crazy looking, I like this. I liked this look. And I know a lot of people didn't like the run in the Marvel Comics that came out. This was 2012, I think, when this, when the Red Skull took over as Onslaught and all that kind of stuff happened, and he stole Professor X's brain and all that. Some people didn't like that storyline. I actually did like that storyline, and I thought it was an awesome version of Onslaught.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I like
and
that.
if you have the Kitty Pryde, it came actually with an Onslaught helmet.
Yeah, I've got both heads to this guy, and I think it looks great. I think it's a really, really good Build-A-Figure. I think it's one of the best ones they've done. I have this one. I enjoy the hell out of it. All right, number 6. We at 6. Number 6, this is a phenomenal Colossus figure. And I know a lot of people don't like that Age of Apocalypse, those 2 waves of figures. I love them. I think they're great figures. I think there's a lot of, even though those things went on clearance and you could buy them cheap as crap all the time, I think there's a lot of very underrated figures in both of those waves. There's some underwhelming figures in those waves as well. But both of the Build-A-Figures, as you saw with Sugar Man, are phenomenal. They are great Build-A-Figures. This dude is awesome, and he is great for customizing into other versions of Colossus. And he's huge, man. He's freaking huge. And honestly, even to this day, dude, you can get this guy really cheap just by buying all the figures. You can still find the figures under retail. So, I mean, it's a great Build-A-Figure. All right, number 5 is Bone Breaker. Bone Breaker, come on, half man, half tank. They did a fantastic job on this dude. Everything on it works perfectly, just as you would want it to. The tank, the tank aspect. First of all, the whole upper sculpt, the figure itself is done really well. They didn't skimp on anything. It's got all the articulation of a normal Marvel Legend. They could have like skimped on it and given him single jointed arms or no ab crunch or anything like that. They didn't. He's 100%. The upper sculpt is great. I love that head sculpt, the mohawk, the sunglasses, everything looks fantastic. And then having the tank body, like this is a figure I loved a lot. Back in the 90s, I actually still have the original version of him from Toy Biz. It was a great figure. I love this thing. It's fantastic. Even though, to be honest, the wave that this thing came in was very underwhelming. The figure itself is phenomenal. And again, this is one of those ones that's still pretty easy to slap together for not a lot of money. So you can actually put this guy together pretty cheap. At least cheap compared to a lot of other earlier Build-A-Figures that are out there. All right. Number 4? Am I on 4? I don't remember. Is Apocalypse. I think this is a great figure. I think he's a perfectly sized version of Apocalypse for your 6-inch scale figures. I think he looks great. I think
the only thing I don't like about him is those damn chicken legs, man.
I've seen him look that way so many times in the comics. It doesn't bother me. He does have very small lower legs. Yeah. But even with the old school ball joint hips and everything, it's still a phenomenal figure. Still one of the best. I mean, again, this is my number 4. To me, still one of the best.
Toy Biz had a lot of really good sculpt. I will say that.
Their sculpt and paint. I mean, Hasbro has never met up with their sculpts and paints.
Can you imagine this figure, but modernized? And if they used Hasbro's technology for it, man, this figure would have been a whole run.
They've tried, and the only, in my opinion, I may be the only one that has this opinion. In my opinion, the only Apocalypse figure that I have seen that even comes close to this is the Marvel Select one. That is the only one that's even come close to being this good. The other ones Hasbro has done, not anywhere near this good.
They did a build-a-figure for Apocalypse that wasn't.
Yeah, and it wasn't anywhere near this good. It's
well,
good.
Not that
It's
big, but
good.
it was decent.
It's good, but this is great. So, anyway, all right. What are we? Number 3? Number 3? Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's number 2. Did I skip one? No, I got all these. I'm just ahead of myself. Wait, hold on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, number 2. This is okay. So this is Warlock is actually. I put it at number 2, but I got to say this is absolutely my favorite Build-A-Figure ever. I didn't put it at number 1 because I think the number 1 spot deserves to be at number 1. But this one is my absolute favorite Build-A-Figure ever because as a huge New Mutants fan, that was my favorite comic for a really long time, New Mutants. I never thought we would ever see a Warlock, especially done this well. And the paint that they did on this dude and the sculpt on this dude is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like, I could not have asked for a better Warlock than what they gave us with this Build-A-Figure. On top of that, by the way, the wave for this Build-A-Figure was awesome. The figures in this Build-A-Figure wave were phenomenal. They were great. So not only great wave of figures, but my personal favorite Build-A-Figure ever. I love it. I love it. I wish we would get the rest of the original New Mutants. I hope at some point we get the original New Mutants team and their original costumes. I will be extremely happy because for a very long time that was my absolute favorite comic book, my absolute favorite team. I loved what Claremont did with his whole run on that. I had the original New Mutants. Remember the big New Mutants book that introduced the team? I had all the issues. I've still got some of the issues. I've got the whole Demon Bear storyline that I still have. Phenomenal comics. Love these characters. Anyway, so that's my personal favorite. But number 1, I don't like it as much, but I have to say I think this is the best Build-A-Figure ever, and that's the original Sentinel. I think this is the best Build-A-Figure that has ever come out. I think Toy Biz knocked it out of the park with this one. He is, in my opinion, the perfect size for 6-inch scale figures for a Sentinel. He's, and I know Sentinels, depending on who's doing the run in the comics, have varied in sizes and things, but being of this size, where on this guy, most of your X-Men characters come about to mid-thigh ish, somewhere around there, I think is a perfect size for a Sentinel from what I remember from the comics and even the original X-Men series and all that kind of stuff. I think the sculpt and paintwork on this dude are on point. It is still, recognizably a Sentinel while having some really cool new sculpting flares and differences from the traditional Sentinel in the comic books. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I think, even though it might not be my personal favorite, I think it's across the board the best Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends has ever.
Arguably, it is probably one of the most popular Build-A-Figures that Toy Biz has ever done.
Yeah.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people were buying the figures like crazy so they could troop build these.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I used to have one when it was selling for like crazy money. I ended up selling mine. Because I got a whole bunch of the Universe ones, which are really nice. The Marvel Universe, like Marshalls or something. Got them and they're cheap.
Yeah, I've seen some go for like $13.
So stocked up on those.
Yep. But that's my top 10. That's my top 10. So now we'll defer to whoever the fuck is next. I don't know.
Well, I didn't get the memo for the 10 list, so I didn't do it. I've been busy, man. So
I guess I can go next.
But I agree with a lot of the ones that you have. Yeah, they're really good.
I have my list already.
Oh, now you do. Now you do.
Yeah.
Give you enough time there?
Watch, JV's turn is going to pop up. It's going to be all DC.
No. I got Marvel Legends on here.
Well, this one's going. My number 10 is mainly because I've used it a lot for customs.
Caliban. Fucking knew it. I knew Caliban was going to be on
I had to put Caliban on here because
That
it
is
is
the
such a
best
great
Build a
body.
Figure ever, hands down in the history of Build-A-Figures. That is the best.
It is. It's.
So
I'll put
many
it up
uses.
higher, or I'll just be showing my bias to it.
It has it's universal. It has so many uses.
Yeah,
It's a phenomenal build figure, and I have him. And the only reason he's not on my list is just because I was trying to go for more.
This is Caliban.
Techniques.
Puff Adder's Caliban. The Scar's using Caliban parts, so it's great build. I'm glad they start finally using it for more stuff. They've started using it for more stuff, which is really cool. And my number 9 is the Apocalypse, which I got the blue one, like this one. I would love to have the black one, but the black parts where I was at seemed like it'd be hard to get because I like the black arms and legs. Then that Hasbro one, I have that one, and actually I am rocking a shrunk down version of the other Build-A-Figure head.
Now that Build-A-Figure Apocalypse, if you bought the Archangel, the deluxe Archangel, you got kind of an arm attachment for that Apocalypse. I think with a saw blade or claw. There you go.
You got the Archangel claw hand, and you got the Toy Biz head shrunk down to fit this figure.
Yep.
Which I liked, which is also using Caliban arms. So I like Caliban parts. And my next one is Armadillo. I don't know anything about the character. It's just a really good, big, bulky, hulking character. Great sculpt. It's just one of those ones too. It's one arm, one leg is hard to get if you're going to try to build these things. I think the head's hard to get too. It came with the Doctor Strange. But I have a ton of these torsos. If anybody needs a torso, holler at me. I can hook you up. That's Shrieks. Then Man Thing.
Yeah.
Great
That
figure.
one's a damn good figure.
Yep. Also has one. It's got a hard leg to get that came with blade.
Yep.
A buddy of mine, we was at a convention one time. The guy was selling blade at like retail price. It was like, maybe like $25. He said, well, I don't want to pay that for it. It's still me on the card. It's got the leg. You need the leg. I don't want. You're buying the damn leg because last time he didn't listen to me, it was a Black Vulcan build to finish up Apache Chief,
Mm-hmm.
and now that figure's like $100.
Yeah.
Venom Pool.
That's a good one.
Beautifully sculpted piece. Great figures. Like I would really could love to see this do like a deluxe release or reissue, especially with the Deadpool movie coming out. Because a lot of people are missing this one, and it is like probably one of the best sculpted modern figures.
A lot of detail in the sculpt. I will say that.
Yeah. Don't know. There's another one I don't know anything about it. What it's about. It just looks cool. Then you got Juggernaut, which with System 2, I do like the 2-pack one better. But if we didn't have this one, we wouldn't have the 2-pack one.
Impact's actually getting a re-release with Colossus. It's getting a re-release. I got them on order here for the store.
And hey, Hasbro, if you're listening too, this body would be really good for Ironclad. Those 4 characters you won't make. The UFOs. But great Build-A-Figure. Then we got the Hulkbuster. We got the 2-pack one has a better paint job, but it is a great build. Good looking figure. And it's like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. I love that scene.
Yep. That's the one I picked up. I found the 2-pack. Him and Hulk, and that's the one I ended up picking up because I missed out on that one when it first came out.
You got a lot better paints on the 2-pack one. The reds are a little deeper red, and you got a lot more gold paint. The paints in the right decos are more accurate to the movie. They were working off concept art for this one. Number 2, the Toy Biz Sentinel. It's hard to beat that thing. The paints on that thing is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looks like an older, more battle-worn Sentinel. If I had to do over, I would have sold the one I had, and it's like it didn't. It was nice, but when it was selling for $300, like, don't really need that. My number one is the Toy Biz Giant Man. I know we got the build HasLab coming out, which is much bigger, but I like Giant Man, but not enough to buy a 2-foot tall one to have to build a new shelf display.
Yeah.
To put it up. It was a great price on it. $200. It wasn't bad on it. Because you pay more than that for this one for the longest time.
Yep.
All that, like with Checklist, actually tells you, like, tracks like estimate value on stuff. But it's a great piece. That is my top 10.
All right, JB.
Oh, is it my turn? Okay. I've got number 10 is Sugar Man. Number 9 is Venom Pool. Number 8 is Juggernaut. Number 7 is MCU Groot. Number 6 is Ursa Major. I put number 5 as MODOK. Number 4 is Man Thing.
Number Biz MODOK?
Yes.
Because the other one's kind of a Build-A-Figure in a box, but he's not technically a Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, it's Toy Biz. And then
I almost put that one on my list too because it is a nice piece.
It is. I put number 3, Fing Fang Foom. Number 2 is the Sentinel. And then number 1 is the Toy Biz Galactus.
There's a lot of crossover here.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I would have put the Toy Biz Galactus on there, but when that one gets age, it has a lot of paint issues. The paint fades, paint gets sticky. It's the only reason I didn't put that one on my list. It is sculpt-wise, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The colors are a lot more vibrant than on that one. If you had one brand new, the colors are better than like the HasLab. But yeah.
Well, I mean, clearly, I think my list is the best. I think everybody in the audience would agree.
Actually, my list would have been the best if I would have prepared one, but I didn't because I didn't get the memo. So, but with that being said, guys, I'm going to have to let you guys go because I'm getting ready to close up here. But I will see you next time.
All right. Good night, sir.
Another one of the Caliban bodies. It looks good. If this Caliban body could have been upscaled, it would have been perfect for Drax. The sculpt and look of it is great, but Drax is freaking huge in this body. That's one of the things I worry about if they do the merged Professor Hulk from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They'll make him too small. Because for some reason these people got like a misconception that the Professor Hulk was small. No, he was in the Savage Hulk body. He's like one of the biggest incarnations of the Hulk. But a lot of people just got it for some reason. They think he was smaller than the Savage Hulk.
Yeah.
Like what they did with the MCU, they made him small. It's like, why'd you make him smaller?
Oh, we've got a smart-ass super chat out there. 0 out of 10, not enough DC. Yeah, because it's not a DC list. Jeez.
Don't worry, Sith. We'll make it up. We'll make it up to you next.
I had a lot of DC stuff picked out.
How about we do a DC one next week? It's not a big deal.
Yeah, we'll do DC next week. But wait, is it McFarlane or Mattel?
Well, much like with Marvel Legends, it's all of it.
Okay.
Marvel Legends covered Hasbro and Toy Biz.
Okay.
So it is McFarlane and Mattel. Either one.
All right.
Oh, let's be honest. Mattel's going to win.
Like the
McFarlane
has this issue with like making your screen black out or something.
Yeah, I don't think there's any McFarlane Build-A-Figures I would put in the top 10 compared to the Mattel ones, but you know, I mean, why not? We'll go ahead and let them be eligible for the list. So, but no, we'll do that next week. We'll do DC next week. That'll work. So we'll get that one prepped. But
well, since we can show some really nice things we might be able to see next week.
Well, there you go.
We got the Dark Side, Lobo, like one of my favorite Lobo figures. Kilowog. Well, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There we go. We got Bane. We got King Shark there next to him. All Build-A-Figures. Build-A-Figure Grodd, Bigfoot Grundy, Ultra Humanite, Enoch Truck, Adam Smasher. You got part of him.
I got parts for him. I probably never finish him, but
Strike.
I think I got parts for him too.
Yeah.
I used to have parts for Doomsday, and then I ended up getting rid of them on eBay as a part of a lot because I was like, I'm never going to finish Doomsday. So I had the head and one of the legs and one of the arms. Should have kept them.
That's the new 52 one. I like the size of that one. They did DC Signature Series did a standalone one, bigger than Kilowog, and it's too big. This one to me is better size, but it's the new 52 style. It's got the horn, the goat horns. You got Despero, which he's one of those ones that's really odd. You can buy him cheap, complete, around about $30-$40 or something like that. Used to be. But there's the one leg that comes, I think it comes with Wonder Woman. It's people charge like $60 for that leg. Let's just buy the whole figure. And you got Metallo back there in the back. That one was really cool when I got that wave there to build Metallo. I stumbled on a what was it? Roses in a little hole-in-the-wall town somewhere, and they had the entire Metallo wave for $7 a piece, still mint in a box.
Jeez.
And I was like, okay, I'll take that one. I'll take that one. We got Dark Side's Calabac. And that's took pictures of I got more, but that's one I took pictures of. There's a lot of good choices for DC stuff.
I would say arguably if you go back to the Mattel days of DC stuff, which is, mid, 6-inch scale stuff, is what, mid 2000s up into 2019, right?
Yep.
I would say that they were more consistent with their Build-A-Figures than Marvel Legends was. Like, they were consistently, like Marvel Legends they'd have like a really good one, and then an okay one, and then a horrible one, and then another horrible one, and then a really good one, and then a horrible one, and then like the ones from DC were consistent. Like every single one of the ones you've got there, they all look great. They all look fantastic. Yeah. They could all be in the top 10.
Loadville finish up my camo. I need an arm and a leg for my camo.
Yeah, because with Marvel Legends, and I mean, I'm a Marvel guy. But with Marvel Legends, I mean, you go back and forth between, just look in the last few years, right? Like Atuma, who gives a fuck? How is that a Build-A-Figure?
That Atuma was a joke. Or if it was the comic book Atuma, people would be like more excited for it, but it's the lame ass one from the movie.
Yeah. Or like Fat Bro Thor. Really? That was the Build-A-Figure? You know what I mean? Or the Build-A-Figure for what's his name from Black Panther? Why am I blanking on his name now all of a sudden? Big boy from Black Panther. I can't remember his name. But like that one was awful. The Korg wave.
M'Baku,
thank you. Korg wave.
Then they turned around and just released them as a single release at Target. And they're flooded Ollie's right now.
Yeah, but you got the Korg wave from Thor. That's awful. You got Mantis. Fucking Mantis. Well, that should have just been a figure. Okoye should have just been a figure. Rocket Raccoon should have been a figure. Freaking Cosmo the Wonder Dog. You know what I mean? Should have just been a.
Then you had like the mini Build-A-Figures. You had Puck. You had
Puck
Rocket
and
Raccoon.
Rocket.
And you had
it's just like the
Hit Monkey.
consistency. Yeah, Hit Monkey. I mean, these are cool characters to have, but are they Build-A-Figure worthy? No, they're not.
No.
So, I think, and then you get the ones like, there was the one Falcon where the Build-A-Figure was his wings, and then the Vulture where the Build-A-Figure was his wings. It's like, there's not consistency, in my opinion, in the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure stuff the way there was in the DC stuff throughout Mattel. You know, there was consistency. Like, you knew a Build-A-Figure was going to be a, you know, like a big, grandiose character that couldn't be a single pack and was going to be something that everybody was going to want. Mm-hmm. You know, and with Marvel,
the only time they ever did a small Build-A-Figure in DC was at Lobo, and that was near the Skellion.
Yeah, that was right. That was one of the last 2 or 3 Build-A-Figures that they did.
It was one of the last 3 waves they did. Yes, before Mattel Lessons.
I would say that's like the best scaled Lobo we have, and and they used like Motu style parts, Motu classics.
Yeah, or Marvel Legends just drops a character that nobody gives a rat's ass about, like Rentra. Really, Rentra? Did anybody?
Was like almost like barely in the movie.
Like nobody gave a crap. Like even when I heard about this and I saw like all that stuff, like I have a vague memory of seeing a comic book panel with Rentra in it. I couldn't tell you anything about him, and I read the hell out of comics in the 80s.
Yes, there is that one Build-A-Figure of Metamorpho set up with DC, but he's a regular size figure, but he's awesome.
Yeah, it's just you know, and I love a lot of Marvel Legends figures. I counted. There's 98 Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures total, 98 across the board, and a lot of them are great. But there are, I think, more misses than DC had under Mattel's reign, pound for pound. I think
DC did do a few dud waves, like when they did. Scott Nyclick was an idiot. He didn't want to do anything modern. He wanted to make Superpowers 2.0, and when they did like modern, he's really screwed it up. When they did like people wanted the leaders of the different Lantern Corps. They wanted Trostus. They wanted Sleepwalker. They wanted those characters there. When they did the other lanterns, they did temporary lanterns. They had Wonder Woman as a lantern. They had Lex Luthor as a lantern. They had Atom and
it was
people nobody wanted. They Flash as a lantern. No, they want the leaders of the Lantern Corps, not just the same characters repainted as a lantern.
Mm-hmm. I could go over to a comic store and they have all those figures, like Lex Luthor's Orange Lantern, Flash is a lantern, Wonder Woman has...
He blamed that failure on the fan. He would constantly blame his failings on the fans.
Yeah. I wouldn't want a lantern of a character. I'm like, give me the characters I want. Don't give me just updated versions of lanterns. Kind of like what Todd's doing. Todd is doing so many versions, alteration of a character like Batman, Superman, and people are not happy about it.
I used to have both Onslaught figures. I had the Toy Biz one, which that one was one of the ones where, like, why did Toy Biz do that version of Onslaught? It sucked. The crab Onslaught, nobody wanted that one. They did that one for some reason. I like that one. When you put the Onslaught head on it, it is fantastic. I got that one.
It's beautiful.
He's a little dusty, but I love this figure. It's one of my favorite build figures.
Yep. And the Lost 2-pack. Yeah, it's a good looking set.
If you want that 2-pack, it's available in Hasbro right now to pre-order. Comes out.
Now, do you have to? Aren't they going to do the separate Janet head? The like that's going to be in another 2-pack or something like that.
The one
yeah.
without
the one that comes with the black eye and the bloodied lip.
Oh,
that one, right? We're going to do that one separate.
Yeah. Now, I did see somebody use the unmasked head for Wasp on this 2-pack on CoverGirl. It actually looks pretty good on CoverGirl.
Yeah, but now you just put Amber Heard in the G.I. Joe line, so...
Which I'm already using the Scarlet head, the short-haired Scarlet head from the...
Okay.
I won't be doing that, but if you don't have that, that's a good option. It should make an artist wave of famous artists. I'll be down for that. The crab was so bad. Yeah, the crab of Onslaught was terrible. It's undersized, and it's just There's two Toy Biz Bass I just absolutely hate. It's that one and the Mojo. Both of them are like 3 3/4 inch scale. They're not 6-inch scale. They are small. Now Walmart had Legends Black Panther on clearance, $5. I grabbed those Black Panther figures. They split it up like half the way. One of those Black Panther waves, half it was comic book wave stuff, and the other half was MCU.
For the second movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've got the black and gray Black Panther over here, my Avengers.
I think that's the first movie they did that with. That you had Namor, you had Iron Man, and Black Bolt.
That was for Namor was for the second film release. He was for the second movie.
No, I'm talking about the first.
Oh, you're talking
the
about
comic book versions.
Comic book. Okay.
And the Black Bolt from that wave, even though it's on the Bucky Cat body, I did like it better than the SDC one. Other than the colors, they did more gray tones, but they actually gave him a screaming head, like using his powers as an option. Toy Biz had the best bass. Like my top 2 was Toy Biz.
Yeah.
We all had Toy Biz bass on our list.
There were much more consistent with what they were putting out than Hasbro's ever.
They felt like a really special thing too. Especially when you're getting Giant Man, who's like 19 inches tall, or how big it is. I forget how big it is, but
yeah.
It is not. He's not 19 inches tall. That's wrong. I had to forget 12 inches tall, whatever it is. Dormammu.
I like that. I have that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it in a top 10 or anything, but I think it's a solid Build-A-Figure.
It's another use of the T-Rex body, which has got those awful hips, which was very disappointing when they did that 2-pack, that T-Rex and the Blue Herald, whatever it is, name is, 2-pack. The renders, the previews for the artwork showed updated hips or modern hips. Then they said it like, oh, it's going to cost money. Let's not do that, and just re-release the same figure again. So we just got the exact same T-Rex again.
Yeah.
Without them fixing the hips, which was very, very disappointing. Which I'm glad I was able to get it off Kids Warehouse for $30-some.
Yeah. I didn't even pick it up, to be honest. I was like,
I wasn't going to either, and I saw it on Kids Warehouse.
It wasn't ever a Build-A-Figure that I wanted the original of, and when they just re-released it, I was like, I never didn't interest me.
And the exact same figure was released as a whole figure in the SDC box set. So it was a standalone figure, then it was a Build-A-Figure. But not a fan of movie figures. I'm more of the comic book figure guy. Yeah, right now they're actually putting some money in the comic book waves, which is really good. I'm glad to see them doing that.
I've got a decent collection of movie figures. There's a lot
really
of there, but
display, but
it's nothing compared to my comic stuff. I mean, I've got like 2 little 3-foot shelves of movie figures compared to 2 3-foot shelves there, plus all that stuff back behind me. I mean, is all comic books. So yeah, I mean, the comic book stuff is way better, but there are some good movie figures out there, and I like some of them, and I've got most of the Avengers, or I think I've got all the Avengers, and a lot of the Thor figures, and I've got some Black Panther. Got a lot of Spider-Man figures, which mostly just different versions of Spider-Man. I do have the Vulcan Build-A-Figure with the stupid wings that were the Build-A-Figure for some stupid reason. I've got a decent chunk of movie figures that are ones that I liked, from movies that I liked. But yeah, they aren't nearly as good as the comic book stuff.
I do have more comic book stuff than I do.
That Colossus is a damn nice figure, that Age Apocalypse figure.
It is.
It's fantastic.
I could easily swap that out with Armadillo. It's like swapped on the list because Sandman is on the same T-Rex body, which
I like that Sandman figure that they came out with. I forget what wave that's from.
Yeah.
So they've only done what 2 Sandman Build-A-Figures. One was from Spider-Man 3, which that thing's expensive but goofy as hell. Like I'll be honest, I don't understand why that thing is
no
worth
articulation.
so much money. Like I think that thing sells for a ton of money, and I don't know why. Because
this is one that sells for a ton of money, Giganta, and I don't have her. I'd like to have her, but I'm not going to pay the money she goes for.
I see one person sell for like $300 to $400.
Exactly, I'm not paying that for her.
I ain't either.
Which now that's one I would buy if Todd was smart enough to do a mega fig of Giganta. I'd go buy her. But
he won't though, because what did he say? If I create women figures, somebody will start making serial killers or something. Is what he said.
Yeah, it is a weird thing. But Johnny Howard, I think the Eternals movie would have done better if they had comic book figures instead of movie figures. Which they're doing some Eternals comic book figures. We got Icarus coming, which surprised me because I figured they would let be gun shy doing anything Eternals related, even comic book.
Well, and he's a really good looking figure, and they put him in Wave.
Excellent Wave. The only one I don't really have any interest in Wave is that not Thor.
Oh yeah, which is just a redeco of the one we already got.
With new head and redeco, it's the exact same figure. That's the only one I don't really have any interest in whatsoever.
That's actually not a bad idea. The Barbie as a stand-in for Gigant.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
I did get the.
That's what you should do. That is a custom video. That's content right there because you can buy a Barbie doll cheap as shit. Make a custom Barbie Giganta and do a video on it.
Sticking around some storage bins, found a Cobra Pogo. What can't wait to comes to classified. So it's ridiculous. Black Winter, that's the one. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it. I didn't read that story, so I don't read much modern Marvel. Not really much of modern anything. I'm reading the new Transformers series. I like it. And it's doing really well. The first issue sold like 150,000 copies, which is unheard of nowadays.
You know what? I might make a Barbie Giganta for my shelf. That'd be ridiculously easy to do. It's not a complicated custom at all. All you need is some cheetah print material and a Barbie doll, and then sculpt some bracelets and anklets. Like, honestly, that's it. That's all you need to do to make a Giganta out of a Barbie doll.
Send to Dawn. It's like, hey, can you make a Giganta outfit for me?
It cannot be complicated. You wouldn't need to do anything but paint the hair, and that's only if you get a traditional blonde-haired Barbie. You'd need to dye. Well, you'd have to dye the hair. You couldn't paint it. But like, it would be. I mean, a little bit of cheetah print material that you can make a little ripped-up skirt and halter top for. Put some bracelets and some anklets on her, and that's it. And you're done. Like, that's it. You've got Giganta. Like,
I think they do have some Barbies.
I used to use a stand-in. I didn't even customize it. I just stuck it on the shelf. Those 12-inch Phoenix figures, Jean Grey.
Yeah.
I just stuck her on like my DC villain shelf for a while. Just, it's Giganta.
I'm just saying, I might actually do that. Dude, you find Barbie dolls for like $2 a piece all the time at like thrift stores and Goodwills and all kinds of crap. They're really easy to do.
That goes back to like what we were talking about. Well, Hasbro really dropped the ball when they did that 12-inch Marvel Legends line. If they want to do like their A-list characters, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Spider-Man, in 12-inch scale. I was like, what you should have done if you were smart is where people could double dip. Because a lot of people who buy 6-inch scale don't touch 12-inch scale. They don't want it. You're not going to get much cross collectors through that. But hey, if you made Giant Man Goliath, and other characters that can actually grow, and made those in 12-inch scale. People that collect 6-inch scale would have bought them too. But no, they didn't have the foresight to that. It's like, oh, we got to do all A-list characters. I would have bought the Living Daylights if they easily would have bought the, like, you made Atlas for like the original Thunderbolts. They made so many options for that. 12-inch Sentinels, pump those out.
Yep.
Because they got Sentinels of different sizes all the time when they're fighting. Even like on the 97 series, they got Sentinels all different sizes. Of course, they did get some reuse out of the Captain America they made for that 12-inch line. They used it for the Super Adaptoid. Oh, well, we kind of got they're doing Kazar, but they probably won't do Sheena the She-Devil.
Which, disappointing. For the same reason they won't do Savage Land Rogue.
Yep, this the Jesse Falcon, the Marvel rep or whoever it is. I think Rick Tingler mentioned he talked a good word from them. It's like they won't do any sexy clad female figures anymore, which is stupid. It's all right to do Kazar in fuzzy trunks, but no, can't do that with the female figures.
Yep.
So, unless Boss Fight makes us a Sheena the She-Devil, or there's different versions of her, like, we're not going to get one. Which, the Boss Fight, like the Red Sonja, looks good. So I'm curious to see how that's going to scale with Marvel Legends, because I like the loose collector Red Sonja, but their figures scale closer to 7-inch scale figures. They call them 1/12 scale figures, but they're really not. They tower over the Marvel Legends. Which, speaking of, did I close? Oh, shit.
What did you do?
I had a separate window open, like all the news articles I had pulled up, and I closed it. Well, there you go. Good night, folks.
And we're out. We'll see you guys later. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Let me pull back.
It's all good now.
Yeah, I was gonna pull up the loose collector stuff.
Her arms are a little gummy.
I got that up. Y'all see this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically Hasbro came out and said, we're just not making enough money off of Power Rangers. So we're giving it to Playmates, which I'm trying to remember. Didn't at one point, or am I just misremembering, didn't at one point in the 90s Playmates have some Power Ranger stuff, or am I wrong? I can't remember. Who had Power Rangers in the 90s?
That would be Bandai, I would assume.
Bandai? Okay.
I've got one of the original Rangers right here from '93.
Yeah, Bandai had them forever. Then Hasbro flat out bought Power Rangers
From them, yeah. Because their
They
last
bought the entire license. They own from Saban.
Yeah.
They went to Saban and bought Power Rangers. They own it lock and barrel. It's not a licensed thing. They own it. So now they're licensing it out to Playmates, which is non-adult collector toy company. They make kids' toys.
Because before Hasbro took it, they called it Legacy Collection with Power Rangers. When Bandai had it.
Which I'd be curious to see. Are they going to still do Lightning Collection, just not as much?
I don't think they will. I think they'll make it very kiddie-like. Like Imaginext.
No, I'm not talking about Playmates. I'm talking about Hasbro. Will they still do Lightning Collection along? Because this licensing deal for Playmates, they're going to be making kids' toys. They're going to make the Zords. They're going to make different, less detailed figures. They're not going to do Lightning Collection. but will Hasbro continue to still do Lightning Collection every now and then? Because they are the license holder. They own it.
They might, but I am like many others getting tired of them reissuing Mighty Morphin all the time. I get it. It's the first season of Power Rangers. It's the most popular. But there are still teams they have not finished out at all.
That's what I was getting ready to say. The thing that pisses everybody off about Lightning Collection and Hasbro wants to play this stupid game where this wave is going to have Rangers from this series, and this series. They don't complete teams. They give you a figure from this one, a figure from this one. People want to complete their waves.
Like they released it Red Ranger, Time Force Red Ranger, one of my favorite Power Ranger seasons. They released it him early in the line, and they finally released it Blue with his cycle, but they didn't do it for Red Ranger, and then later on they didn't even do the rest of the team.
Yep.
And also when they did villains, they only did Mighty Morphin villains. They didn't really do anybody else.
And they sunk a ton of money in those unique sculpts for the villains.
Mm-hmm.
Which they look great. It's going to be curious to see how they do, because they didn't really do any really good Zords from Hasbro either.
They didn't, no.
Adrian, they need to cross over. Joe, Rangers, Transformers go all in. It's like, why didn't they? They own the properties. They could actually, when they were building this whole Boom Studios, I heard they're going to be stopping their Power Rangers line. Does that mean it's going to go to Image with the Dark Energon stuff, or they're going to try to put Power Rangers with that universe? Who knows?
Yeah.
They've been trying to do a shared universe in the comics forever. Problem was they tried it with IDW first, and IDW is a sinking ship. I still don't understand how they're even in business still. They are in the red every year. They're losing money every year. How can they even still be a company unless people are just keep giving them investments to just keep them afloat? They've laid off. I think they got 50 people on staff right now. They just had another round of layoffs, but they don't lay off their really shitty employees.
What I was going to say is, before we move to the next slide, I was going to say, also another problem with Lightning Collection is not only because the reuse of the same teams and not finishing them, but also distribution. Distribution was horrible towards the end. I could go to a Walmart and I could find the same figures, like Yellow Ranger from Zeo and all that stuff. I can literally find those still on the shelves.
Well, it's another team they never did finish either. The Zeo team, did they?
They never reissued them, no.
So they never finished them?
No. Well, yeah, they did. I thought they finished Zeo. They did finish the Zeo team. No, it was Lightspeed Rescue and Turbo that they just introduced, and RPM. Those were the teams they did not finish. So
okay, they did finish Zeo. But
Time Force was one that they did not finish. Wild Force. What else was it? It was, of course, like I said, Turbo and Lightspeed Rescue, RPM. There's a couple of other teams as well they never even finished also.
What else you got, Matt?
All right. We also got some new DC Multiverse stuff for those that care.
Getting the new Booster Gold.
New Booster Gold, all shiny in his more modern costume.
Why have they not given him the collar? He's got to have a collar.
Is fine, I guess. I like the if I was gonna have one, I'd rather have the other one, the classic costume.
Yeah, the 2-pack was much better.
But it's fine for what it is, I guess. Mr. Freeze in some more traditional colors, looking pretty good.
Looks a lot better.
Yeah, way better than the other one did.
Well, people should expect now from McFarlane, he'll release a shitty version first.
Well, yeah,
he'll do the proper color later.
Yeah, if you haven't figured that out by now, this is what I figured out a year and a half ago, which is why I stopped collecting their stuff like a year ago. Because he's always going to release the shitty version first.
Yeah.
make as much money as he can off the version and make people think this is the version you're getting, and so they all clamor out to go get it because like, well, I want a Mr. Freeze, and then once those are sold out, he's like, ah ha ha ha.
That's things Hasbro does a lot too. Like Alfredo said, they put Pink Zeo with another Pink Ranger. He didn't want it, so
it was Mighty
it was
Morphin.
a
It was oh foot. My wife's going to meet her at Nashville Con, but anyway, Cat. It came with Zeo Pink Ranger and Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger too. That's like with Green Ranger. When he first came out, they put him with the putty, and now to get that 2-pack, you got to pay over $100-$200 for it.
Friend of mine, he wants this. He likes Ambush Bug, and he loves that fact that it comes with cheeks.
A big green naked man thing.
I mean, under normal circumstances, I'd look at this and go, that's the laziest figure I've ever seen in my life. However, it's at least somewhat accurate to the character, so I can't knock it too much. Yeah. It's like, well, that's what he looks like. So, although when you have a character like this that's all just one solid color, it really makes the diaper and the articulation stand out.
I don't know why he makes the diapers rise up so high. It makes that what enhances the diaper look.
I don't know.
Is Ambush Bug really this
they
big?
They have the same things with G.I. Joe, but they don't look like diapers.
No.
Is Ambush Bug really that big though? I thought it was skinnier.
Well, this is probably one of their skinnier bugs. They don't.
I was thinking of like
he's going to reuse bodies. It's.
I know he's on reuse, but I thought he was skinnier than that. And I was going to say if he is, they could have used the Superboy Bug for him.
Well, he's got sculpted details. The Superboy Bug does.
Oh.
Or use that buck from the Flashpoint Superman. That's a pretty skinny.
Yeah, that's Superboy too, ain't it?
Yeah, but he doesn't have the sculpted details.
I was meaning the buck in general. I wasn't meaning just Superboy. I was meaning the buck in general.
See, yeah, he's a big my friend's a big Ambush Bug fan, so he looks good.
So we got those. Mezco's dropping a Silver Age cap.
Alpha said you can have a Manhunter with that green body.
Mm-hmm. And this goes back to the problem I have with a lot of Mezco figures. Is they have that short, squat look. Yeah. Like some of them don't. Some of them don't. Like the Mezco Spider-Man I have doesn't look like that. The Bishop I have doesn't look like that. But a lot of their figures have this kind of short, squat look.
What about this?
So I don't know how I feel, but I love Captain America, but I'm not sure if this is one I'm gonna have to pick up. A great head sculpt. I like the head sculpt.
Batman.
I mean, in general, it's a good-looking figure, but he just looks a little short and squat. I don't know.
Dark says all Mezcos are midgets.
Hey.
But that's the thing, though. It's like they're like 6.5 inches tall. Like they're as tall as Marvel Legends. They just have this stocky, short look to them that makes them just not fit in with a lot of other 12 scale stuff.
I mean,
we are the lollipop kids.
The height of Gung Ho right here, and Gung Ho's taller than Duke and them in G.I. Joe. So
I don't know. It's a nice figure, I guess. I don't know.
It's a nice one, but a lot of people do not like the trunks on the outside.
I don't mind the trunks because they're going for that Silver Age look, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. But
I don't know. Doesn't exactly come with a lot of accessories. Like the Spider-Man came with a ton of accessories. This one's just like extra heads, extra hands. That's it. I get it. It's it's Captain America, but like compared to what they just did with Spider-Man, I'm kind of underwhelmed, to be honest. So,
speaking of Spider-Man, there actually is rumor going around that Spider-Man will appear in the new X-Men '97 cartoon.
I've heard that. Well, Captain America was just in the last episode.
Yeah, I know.
Jim Ross, and they talked about the Hulk too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We got the new Mafex Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which I will be picking this one up because I'm very curious. I hated the SH Figure Art one, which is why I don't have it. I got rid of it as soon as I did the review on it. But I really, Mafex makes my favorite Spider-Man, and this thing looks good.
I mean, they
look really good.
They even painted the joints, the hinges on the inside too, and no company really does that.
Well, they didn't paint them. Those are two-piece joints, so they just printed it out of the same plastic color that the rest of the figure is.
Sif Light says the recovery suit Superman from Mezco came with an absolute shit ton of accessories. Which I have that one on pre-order at a different vendor. I got it at the Chosen Prime. They don't have theirs yet. Which I'm getting that one. It looks good. That recovery suit. I always loved that recovery suit. And it's like, it was a shame they went away from it so fast when he came back, put him right back in the red and blue. It's like, why couldn't they just give him like a cape and that or something? Let's wear that outfit.
It is a really beautiful figure.
It's a nice looking figure, man. I love both the head sculpts.
I will also say this: if you take the peg out of the head, the peg piece out of the head, you can fit it on your Marvel Legends bodies, the heads. So in theory, you could actually put one of those heads on the Marvel Legends body if you want to do that. Because I actually did. Let me see if I can find.
You're going to go to the trouble of buying this figure. I don't know why you would put this head on your Marvel.
No, not saying you can't. I'm saying you can if you want to, but the
Marvel Legends ones comes with a Bully Maguire head.
Yeah.
Which I need to put that one on a black suit so he can dig on this.
Like I got right here, the Mafex Tiger Strap Wolverine head. I took the peg out, and when I took the peg out, it works for your Marvel Legends. It'll fit.
Yeah, I dig this. This is one I definitely want to get.
Like I say, it works. It looks good. It makes the figure look better.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Yeah, why they gave him the emo Peter head sculpt? I don't understand why. He looks like he's depressed because Mary Jane left him. At least the Marvel Legends does.
Yeah, I love that too. Sit for Life, where you can actually make them look like the Superman and Lois comic, or from like the new, where he was a hero in secret when him and Lois were living on the farm when they had Jonathan. Before they destroyed those characters with Brian Bendis.
All right, got that. Cowboys of Moo Mesa. So Nacelle's just jumping all in after Biker Mice from Mars. We got some Cowboys of Moo Mesa. I know this was a show that existed, but this was after my time. I was not watching stuff like this by the time this came along in the 90s, so I have no attachment to this whatsoever. That being said, they're cool looking figures. I will probably not pick them up, but they are cool looking figures. I mean, I think they did a good job on them. They look sweet.
I think I vaguely remember that from, I don't know if it's...
Again, so for you and me, because we're the same age, this was like 95, 96 or something like that. You know what I mean?
I might have thought in passing or something other when I was channel hopping or something.
We're too old for this cartoon. It was after our time. This was not something we were watching at like 18, 19 years old. So
I like Alpha's young people, younger looking Toby's look since fans waited for so long. Probably. That's why he looks young.
I like that.
Yeah. You got the Gatling gun.
Yeah.
It's a good set. If you had a connection to this cartoon, this is probably right up your alley. They
look like good figures. I just don't have no connection to it.
Yeah, I don't.
Cowboys is like, quite literally Cowboys.
Care much for it.
They're the Cowboys of Moo Mesa. Yeehaw! So yeah, cool looking figures, but not for me. Not my thing. So
giddy up.
We got this here. Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I know we talked about this last week.
Yeah, but it went up for order this week.
Yeah, it's actually up for pre-order now.
I did order a set. because I've been wanting to update it to Luke Cage and Iron Fist for a while, the modern versions, and these look good. The only issue I have to agree with other people's pulling out with Iron Fist. His shirt should go down to a V, not go straight down to his pants. It should be like a deep V cut.
He's leaving it a little more open to go down to the honey pot.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, we looked at these last week, and these are the same pictures we looked at last week. But it is. Shorter. I do like, and I didn't catch this last week. How? But I don't know. I guess he's supposed to have real high combat boots, but you can see the outline of the boot all the way up his leg, which I didn't catch last week. You see that?
I do see that.
It seems like his boot comes all the way up here, and you got the ridge of the boot.
Yeah,
that's a really nice detail.
Now I want to see this body reused to give us a new Doc Samson.
Yeah,
hopefully.
And those are updated Hercules arms to be pinless, which has been about time. And butterfly joints, big modern version, and I can finally retire those Hyperion Luke Cages I have, or at least one of them. And I hate this pizza body Spidey Iron Fist. It's too skinny.
Yeah. So we got that. More DC Multiverse stuff. I know we get in this 2-pack and all the McFarlane.
That's the first figure of Punchline.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know who Punchline is.
He's basically the new Harley Quinn, the Joker's girlfriend thing, because since they want to make Harley Quinn a good guy now, so he's got to have a female like sidekick.
Yeah. I don't know who that is. That is a good-looking Joker figure. I like that Joker figure, but I'm not, unless this thing goes on clearance, I'm not buying a 2-pack to get that Joker.
Right.
Because I have no connection to her. I don't want that figure of her. The Joker I would take just because I like Joker, but I do like it. It's a really good-looking Joker figure.
Homie's been wearing some machine guards under there, yeah. I'm loving the new Luke Cage. Can't wait to get it in hand. Yeah, it looks great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Joker head, give it a little bit more paint, give it a little bit of airbrushing. That'd be a phenomenal head sculpt for custom.
Oh, they could give us like the Hercules with the leg straps, and with the kilt and the legs, the leg bindings. A lot of people like that version of Herc.
I like the Joker, but I don't care about her. And then, lastly, we are getting an Batman the Animated Series figure, Bane, by Mondo. So, of course, it's going to be $220.
Oh, it's only one of those 12-inch things?
Yeah.
Yes. It is such a good-looking figure, though. I hope McFarlane, I'm sure he will. I'm hoping McFarlane in the DC Direct line gives us a Bane. Because Bane is a pricey figure to get on the secondary market right now. Those DC Direct figures, actually any of them, a good
Bane.
Didn't
make Bane, so he should have the molds.
Yeah, he should have the molds. Because I've wanted to add a Bane to my 6-inch collection, and all the Bane figures are just too expensive. Like the Build-A-Figure is ridiculously expensive. All the DCUC, like all the different versions of Bane that are like decent 6-inch scale versions of Bane. Are insanely, ridiculously priced. So I really want a new Bane. And I'll be honest, if this was an affordable figure, I'd be like, fuck it, 12-inch Bane on my shelf. He just took a whole lot of Venom. You know what I mean? I would totally, but not for $220. I'm sorry.
I really like. I've grown to really like the DCUC one. I originally thought he was too big, but he still looks great.
I mean, this thing costs more than the Giant Man figure we got.
Wow.
Like, think about that. That costs more than Giant Man did.
I don't see how Mondo justifies their cost.
I don't either, to be honest. I really don't know.
They're just 12-inch figures. People make 12-inch figures all the time, and why they're making them, and they're not, and they're pricing them like Hot Toys prices, and they're not.
Yeah. And they're good looking figures, I guess, but they're not Hot Toy level or detail sculpt and paint.
Dude, you got a steal there, like $6 a piece. I think they'll sell for quite a bit now. Those Mega Fig Banes that McFarlane did.
Oh, really?
Those were good Bane figures. It was a good. Those are good ones. I was wondering what break first, your spirit or your body.
Yeah, it's
Here's a question. Anybody in the chat who buys is there anyone in the chat that buys this? And if you do they break? Because I know the earlier the Motu Mondo figures had a habit of breaking. Do these break or no? For anybody in the chat who, if you buy them. Because I remember few people bought the original He-Man Skeletor and those had a habit of breaking. So I was curious on that. But yeah, I agree. It is too. They do cost a lot more than they should.
Mondo is owned by Funko Pop. What?
No, he said,
Really?
He's asking us, is Mondo owned by Funko Pop?
oh,
No.
nice.
Oh,
No, it's not.
which Funko Pops are garbage.
Well, that's this. If DC Direct does that Bane, it's not going to come with as much as the Mondo figure does.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we're nerds. I'm proud of it.
Nerds. But JB don't know where that's from.
It rings a bell.
I mean, it's literally the word he just said.
I heard it. I know what it's from. It's from Simpsons.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Simpsons.
I said it's the word he literally just said.
I heard nerds. Yeah.
How is that from Simpsons?
Oh, because Homer Simpson yells at a college kid, calls him nerd.
It's from Nerds, the movie Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I thought Simpsons.
Ogre, when he sees the nerds, he goes, nerds.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking of Simpsons, because my wife has been watching that for a week. So I don't know how she does it.
I remember seeing it in the old theater, like before it went out of business, in my own old hometown.
Ugh.
I got a few things. I pulled back up after I closed my browser window.
Okay, Alpha said yes. Funko Inc. has indeed acquired Mondo, the high-end pop cult company known for creating vinyl figures, posters, soundtracks, etc., and other collectibles. Oh, he used AI. Of course you did.
Looks like Ladies Satanas is getting them from Chaos Comics, not Chaos, Calvin Comics, which was back in the day Chaos Comics. Looks like she's about ready to ship. Shipping in May next month.
So it's good. Looks like if you paint her outfit purple, you could make her into a sexy looking Starfire.
They are getting better and better with each release. Their figures are looking really nice. That is one horrible looking figure. I have that figure too, and it is a horrible looking figure. That's a Mattel at the end. When they start changing up their females, they made them closer to 7-inch scale.
That's Nikki Bella,
which is a 7-inch scale figure. This is deceptive. She is wearing heels. You put flats on her, she's quite a bit shorter. But that is a really nice looking figure. Good. That's a little issue there. This looks like production figure.
That's
I think it's the prototype.
Which remember everybody, the prototype is going to look better than the actual product.
Yeah.
Because I know the Red Sonja figure, when people seen the prototype, it looked fantastic. But then when people got in their hand, it didn't look as well.
I think you're right there, Alpha Proto. I think it is Brie Bella.
Oh, that's not Brie Bella, the Brie Bella, the one I was saying that they were using for scale comparison. Brie Bella.
Oh, I'm thinking it. Well, I don't know.
No,
I don't know modern figures.
he's talking about the wrestling figure, the one you pointed out is Brie Bella.
No, that one.
The one in the red, yeah. He said that's Brie Bella. Okay, I'm sorry.
But I like the sculpt. The head sculpt looks good. Proportions of the figure looks nice. Overall, really good. And we got some more pictures of the upcoming Cardmaster Optimus Prime, which both versions. This is the LMP60. This is the LMPG. And you get a little size. You kind of see if you have the original figure, you see how big it is. This is not going to be in scale with this figure. This is a different size figure. This is a larger scale. This is a smaller scale. Which is weird that they're doing two different scales. And LP60 is the last of the Masterpiece figures. They're going to the new, smaller scale after that. This seems like they read heard your conversation, Matt. It's like I said, I would want to articulate it. Do you want Bumblebee?
Yeah, I saw that.
And they're doing it.
Yep.
Then Cliff Jumper and Bumblebee. So they're going to continue the missing link stuff with certain figures. I don't know how extensive they're going to be. It'd be awesome if they could do all the Wave 1 G1 figures, the Season 1 figures, and do them like Missing Link. That way they wouldn't have to do the entire thing, just give us the all of it. But it's Hasbro, so they're going to jump around. You know they will.
Sure, I have a question for you. Do you remember the Transformers that could not transform? You know
Action
what?
Man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, y'all remember? I seen a picture of that earlier on social media. Somebody said, "What were these?" It's like picture the Transformer underneath the vehicle.
It's Action Masters.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were cool. I liked them.
I like them. They had transforming vehicles, transforming weapons and partners and stuff. The vehicles, I got Megatron's vehicle here, and I got Prime's vehicle.
Nice.
Upstairs. I sold most of my Action Masters off, but I kept like Prime, Megatron, and Grimlock. But I like them. I just wish they had elbows like the G.I. Joes. They don't have elbow movement. We got the preview of the new next Void Rivals book. Springer. Isn't that one? I haven't read any of the Void Rival stuff. So I couldn't tell you about that. With the stream from Thursday, they showed like we got the pre-orders up for these up. Don't remember them mention Vector Sigma, but Vector Prime before, but we're getting him. He's using some parts from the G-Axis mode, and where's he at? The only thing I don't like about it, he's got the spot where the wings clip on for G-Axis down here, and there's just empty clips. They couldn't like design something to fill that in, or instead it looks like you got missing parts on your figure. Which I kind of like it, but the original ones are still a good figure. I don't know if I want to get it though, because the other one, I got the original from Galaxy Force. It's one of my favorite figures. I got the Japanese one. It's got different colors, a lot better color scheme. So I don't know. I'm still in the debate about getting that one. We got the this is the Pulse exclusive comic book color Grimlock. It's tempting because he gets all the swords for the other figures that he can have for swords. But I don't know. I bought upgrade kits for that, so don't really need it. I haven't ordered it yet, but it's Grimlock, so I might end up caving. I do like it though. I like me some Marvel Comics Grimlock. They got some just name reveals, pictures. We're getting a new leader class Springer, which down. Oh yeah, the RoboSuns. Anybody? These to me are just too expensive and a little novelty thing of self-transforming things. They're cool and all, but I don't need a $900 Megatron that transforms on its own.
Now, if it came with AI in it, and you had to worry about it killing you in your sleep, more people would buy it. I'm just saying. I mean, people would. You know they would.
Missing Link Megatron one never ever like no that sucks because
so stupid. Like anybody with half a brain. We can't make a Walther, P1, but we can make freaking Transformers that turn into tanks and cannons, and they got a Transformer that turns into a freaking U.S. drone, which kills way more people. But
yep.
we can't make one that looks like a Walther P1 handgun. Really?
It's not even like Hasbro's fault. It's like the stupid regulations the government has against
third parties though have made Megatron transform into a gun though. Third party.
If it's something the U.S. military uses to kill hundreds of people at a time, yes, you're allowed to make a toy out of it. But an antique Walther P1.
I remember back in the day, people were so stupid in the forums when I talk about a tank is a weapon. They're like, it's a vehicle. It's a weapon.
Literally just a large gun on wheels.
They said it's the same thing. You take the argument like that. If you take the gun off a tank, it's no longer a weapon.
Here's the thing.
If they armored transport.
Here's the thing. If they're so worried about doing Megatron, who transforms into a gun, why not just make it exclusive? Make it a store exclusive. If you don't want to release to the general public and hit stores where kids will buy it, exclusive or something.
It's that one I can't blame Hasbro on. It is the stupid government regulations.
It is, but I mean, if you make it exclusive, less people will be able to get it. And
they still can't do that. So it has where you got to obey the federal laws like they got to go by.
True, but I mean, if Todd McFarlane,
because they even toyed around them doing this ridiculous, like they tried to release G1 Megatron one time before, and like these crazy colors, and the government still wouldn't let them.
Which is dumb, by the way, because you can sell airsoft guns that look exactly like a Glock or an AR-15 to a kid.
Yep.
You can buy them at Walmart, but you can't sell a Transformer that looks like an antique World War II handgun. How does that make any sense?
And if I also recall, McFarlane, they wouldn't let him put guns.
Well, that was Warner Brothers. That had nothing to do with
I know.
federal regulations. That's just Warner Brothers being stupid.
Oh, yeah. Todd worked around it by saying, we'll do guns packs.
Well, the problem is, but when you buy those gun packs, his shipping costs more than the gun packs.
Yeah,
true.
And I'm looking forward to getting the swoop. They'll finish up my Dinobot sets, and he comes with a Grimlock sword. So Grimlock didn't come with a sword, and he comes with a Grimlock sword. So. I carded them for a pack of BBs. Are you kidding me?
The world we live in.
No,
the car does. The car does too, just not in the USA. Takara and third-party companies made Megatron where he transforms.
When I bought MP5, the Masterpiece Megatron from Hobby Link Japan back in the day, they were to sell them to U.S. Customers. They were forced to open the figures up and put orange caps on the gun barrels. So you couldn't get a mint in box MP5.
What a world we live in, right?
Yeah. It is ridiculous. But this still just pisses me off. They were like, oh, it's not a realistic vehicle. It's like, yeah, then it's not the right thing. You're selling a $250 HasLab to get the perfect Magnus and the Optimus Prime, but you're going to like the figures that go with the set. You're not going to put the effort in and not get a Dodge license, so you can't do a Dodge Viper. It's just stupid. I'll just use the original Car Robots sideburn display when I get the HasLab. This is pretty good. We're doing like different universes. This is Hot Shot from Energon. Was it Cybertron? Galaxy Force and Cybertron, which looks good. It's same size as Hot Rod. Basically, it's what he was in that universe, their version of Hot Rod. And we got pretty much the one thing where we're debating about what it was. This one was throwing us this little window right here. I blew this picture up and got looking at it. That's a Trans Am, F-body Trans Am. This is Super Pursuit Mode Knight Rider, and we got confirmation of that from the newest picture. That is Super Pursuit Mode Knight Rider.
Sweet.
Because it's got the openings for the wings come out on the side. It's going to have the vents on the B-pillars. That's the holes. It looks like a window. It's going to be like the vents that open up for Super Pursuit Mode. So they're putting a lot of stuff. Work on this one. Oh, let's see. With their Brave Stars getting ready to come out. We got Van's Hobby. This has got a lot of people excited. Van's Hobby is a third-party transformer company. They make really nice pieces. I got several of their figures. I love their Power Master Optimus Prime. They call it Power Baster. I got their Laser Rod Optimus Prime, Scourge, and they just make top quality transformers. They've been doing like Masterpiece Armada and like figures. They're getting into the 1/12 scale vehicle business. They're making one of the G.I. Joe vehicles. What is the one called?
That's not the Sky Striker. Shit. Is it the something Hawk?
Yeah, Skyhawk, I think.
Skyhawk, there you go.
And this is going to be top notch. Got lights. Canopy fits multiple scales of 1/12 scale figures. All these figures fit into the cockpit. And rotating like jet thrusters, clear, opening canopy with clear windows, lights and sounds. This thing's going to be amazing. They do super high-end transformers. They're going to be able to knock out a 1/12 scale vehicle out of the park. Hint. This thing's going to be so nice. And their prices are very affordable, too, when they do the Transformer stuff. So I don't expect this to be like some kind of crazy, like, way overpriced piece.
Like Super 7?
Yes. So I am looking forward to this. I'm curious to see what they get the price point in. And if it's reasonable, I'm at least going to get one of them. I like their stuff.
Well, you know, my birthday's coming up there in about a month and a half. If you want to,
oh yeah,
you know,
I need to ship I got your pile of loot over here. I need to ship it.
pile of loot.
I got your slaughter and some other stuff and.
Shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Parts and I think I got all those Tiger Force motorcycles. I got in that there too.
Yeah, that's right. I completely forgot.
So I got a pile of loot over here for you. Could just not say anything, just not give it to you. This Bomba Speed, their site. Uh-oh.
Titties. Oh, wait. Cover that up. There might be ninjas watching. We don't want to get them too excited.
Now, this is not as big as the HasLab, but to me, This looks so much better than the HasLab.
It's more screen accurate.
Yep, it is much more screen accurate.
What's that one There's a company that did 3 of them. That did 3 Unicrons.
This one,
Oh, okay.
Studio Cell. Is
Their 4th Unicron they did. Be their 4th one.
this is another reissue of it. They've done different colors. They did like a pumpkin color. It's like the orange is more rich and vibrant. But it's a beautiful piece. I love this stylized Superion they're doing. The Aerobots.
Zip for Life said, "You're out here trying to give people articulated feelings."
You never know.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Ah! Titties! Puppies!
Boobies. Those are some heaving boobies, too.
Yeah.
Those things are just like, those look heavy.
Oh, there we go. We got another Frazetta girl. Tigra. With a panther.
What does she scale? Does she scale 7 or 6 inches?
They're 1/12 scale. Like they did the Dark Wolf figure. This goes with it.
Okay.
Oh, real quick, before we run out of time, I got to show you something.
But yeah, I'm done. That's all I had.
Just want to show
All right,
you something
thanks.
real quick. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here we go. All right, so that's not the right screen. The hell? Not the right screen. Where's the right screen?
Jared, you forgot something?
This one right here. There we go. All right, this one. All right, a fully articulated Barbie doll for 20 to 25 bucks.
I didn't know they made such a thing.
Double jointed elbows, knees, wrists, bicep swivels. They even make them like this, which are a little bit thicker, as you would want Giganta to be. You get one like that. You get one like this, which is basically the same body but with darker hair. You take all that whore makeup off her face. But fully articulated, double jointed ankles or double jointed knees and elbows. Look, we got bicep swivels, all that kind of stuff. And then you just hop on over to eBay and get yourself some Barbie doll clothes that you can cut up to make the skirt and the halter top for Giganta. I think I'm going to build myself a Giganta. I'm just telling y'all right now.
So
for like less than $30.
So this is why you was quiet while Jared was doing the presentation.
No, I'm just saying, first of all, I didn't know they made articulated Barbie dolls, but they do. Like, you can, like, that's a good base to make some bigger figures. You know what I mean?
True.
So I might make a Giganta and see how it turns out. I mean, come on, for like $30, it's, I mean, why not? Right? Might as well try it. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, which one's the better one? Which one do you think better is Giganta? This one?
I was thinking the same thing. Those things got some live-filled feet.
They do have, look at that shit. I don't know if it's this one, but you have to dye her hair, or you could do this one, but then you'd have to remove the whore makeup off her face.
I would say, okay, the skin tone is right on that one, but the makeup is terrible, like you said.
Yeah, but she's also already got the right color hair.
Yes.
Giganta is what? Somewhere between brown and red. It's kind of like a dark red. Kind of, I don't know what. It depends on who draws her and who colors her, but whatever.
She has this color hair, and then other ones she's got like the bright red color. So it doesn't really.
I think this one fits a little bit better.
You just gotta get rid of all that ugly makeup.
You gotta have to get some. I'm gonna get some. Yeah.
Oh, before we go, something just popped up in my feed on Instagram. I just want to show this. This is incredible.
Yes.
One Oak Customs, 1/12 scale Sky Striker.
Ooh.
Beat.
There's the Vamp.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
That's this.
I can already hear my wallet scream right now.
He's the one that made that 5 foot tall Devastator.
I could just tie that with some wire and hanging from the ceiling. I can do that.
One Oak Customs. Definitely highly recommend people give him a follow. I'll just go ahead.
Don't forget the other thing.
Oh, the thing.
Yeah, the thing.
Oh, JB's want me to play this for you.
Okay, what was that? It was a picture of Captain America's shield.
No, that's a T. That's what the character. That's the character.
He asked some dude named Jared to do it, but I don't know who that is.
No, that's gonna be the character. That's gonna be the next top 10. The character I'm doing.
Oh, Captain America.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to severely judge you on this one because Captain America's my favorite character.
I know he's my favorite too. Better. I like him better than Iron Man. So come on.
Well, everybody likes Captain America better than Iron Man.
But that's my next top 5. I'll have that up Wednesday.
All right, fine.
I
right.
Oh, well,
I got to get out of here. I got another show that's starting.
got the show.
Well, it's our show for the week, and we got the Geek Chat tomorrow night.
Yep.
The Whip It episode 99. Whip It on Sunday.
Good.
And we'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a good one.
Farewell,
Later.
Sweet Watchers.
Ninja vanish.